Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with my co-host Micah
Hey,
and Terrence.
what's up?
We are back. This is episode 256 for Influence. Look, this is the Carl Weber film. We have done two Carl Weber films previously. I guess infamously we did The Man in 3B and what was the other one? The Preacher's Son. So this one is from 2020. We've long wanted to do this, actually. I'll give the log line here. New York Times bestselling author Carl Weber introduces us to the Hudsons, a family of African-American lawyers led by the famed attorney Bradley Hudson. They are handed the task to defend Grammy Award winning singer Savannah, who has been charged with the murder of her husband, Kyle Kirby. The movie is directed by Trey Haley, who also did The Man in 3B and The Preacher's Son, I believe. The movie is starring Roger Guinevere Smith, Deborah Cox, Kalita Smith, Drew Sidora, Columbus Short, Ken Falcon, sort of Anthony Hamilton, and a number of other people in this. Oh, John Lovitz is in this for some really weird reason, and William L. Johnson, who we'll talk about in just a moment. So, look, I'll go first. None of us have seen this movie. Carl Weber deserves the crown as the writer for the good schlocky urban stories, right? Like he deserves the power and influence that Tyler Perry has for his movies, like in my opinion. Because these movies, while very ridiculous, are incredibly entertaining. Look, I liked it. It's not great, but I liked it. I like it as much as it's not as good as The Man in 3B, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's very silly, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. The acting leaves something to be desired. The sound editing, I would say, is not the best, but I find it incredibly fun. That's what I'd say. Micah, what your hating ass think?
I hear you. But this is the quality is dipping. If The Man in 3B is like Oscar worthy for what these Negro novellas are to be, these are, this one is like a B movie for that. You know what I mean? Like it's I liked it enough to watch it in two sittings, and Okay, I have a question. What is the criteria for being a New York Times best-selling author? What is the criteria?
60,000 books sold, I believe it is.
So it's just sold. It doesn't matter the quality, right?
Yes.
It doesn't matter the quality.
No, that's the big secret.
Okay, all right. Because this is not quality material. It isn't. It isn't. This is just like, hey, we sold a bunch of books, and okay. All right, that's fine. They got Deborah Cox to be in this. Like, they got Deborah Cox to play a singer that doesn't sing in the movie.
Yes, she did. She did.
She did?
She sang at the end.
Yeah, she did.
The very end. Okay. What, did you not finish the movie, nigga?
I finished it. I guess I just forgot about it. Did she sing in the movie, or did she sing like the track that plays during the credits?
No, she sung like in the movie at the end.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay. I think Roger Guinevere Smith is not a good actor anymore. I remember I used to really like him. I was like, wow, this dude could be like this Harry Belafonte looking nigga could be like, he should be a bigger deal. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be a bigger deal. He should not be a bigger deal. His deal is right where it needs to be. What happened? Can you forget how to act?
I think maybe you get really bad scripts, and just over and over and over again. Because wasn't he in Dope?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He played like that asshole
counselor
like
or some shit like that.
yeah. Like I feel like this guy is a good actor.
I think he is. You can't tell here. He delivers one of the most disgusting lines I've ever heard someone say. It's a portmanteau that I don't care for.
As soon as he said it, I almost mentioned it in the chat. I almost did it. I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta get you."
I did not care for that. I did not care for it. I did not care for it. It made me so very mad. Yeah, I didn't know.
I was like, that was really gross. I don't even hate feet, but that was really gross. Like I knew exactly what you're talking about. Wow.
And the ending of this is the ending of this movie. Literally, I felt like a wrestling crowd in the 90s. What? 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 What is going on? What?
Like,
what?
nigga,
That's all I can say. It's just what?
The reasoning wasn't the best. I'll give you that.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
like, yo, that's a wild reason to do something like that, yo. That's crazy. You a wild broad, yo. Okay. Man.
I had a good time with it though. Look, I told my wife because she always wants to know what movie because she's always up for watching a movie. I said, well, this movie's probably not going to be any good, and she was like, well, just tell me what's the name of it. I said, well, it's a Carl Weber movie, and she said, that's okay. I don't need to see it. Even she knows that Carl Weber movies on. But see, but you know what? I think she would actually like this because it was about lawyers, right? It was
They went
about
to
lawyers
Howard.
they went to her alma mater, right? And it's a bunch of black people doing black people thing. One thing I like about these movies is that in this world there is like the racial like dichotomy is flipped, right? Like black people are the majority and white people appear to be 13% of the population, right? Good. And it's just like, wow, like I could get used to this. This feels pretty good. I enjoy seeing this. And Kalita Smith is I do like Kalita Smith.
Yeah, Kalita Smith and Nadine Ellis, the
district attorney.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, where the fuck did they dig up Columbus Short? Didn't that nigga get canceled before canceling was a word?
Yo, there's a number of people in this movie like, oh shit, you used to be on a TV show that was popular. You aren't anymore.
Yeah, wasn't he on Scandal?
Yeah, he was on Scandal, and then they got the light skinned dude from CSI who got booted off of that one eventually. I think for like drugs.
He was like a junkie or something at one point.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that him? Yeah,
he had like major
he looked.
issues. I mean, he looks back to normal now, which is good. I mean, good for him. Gary Dordan.
Yeah, Shaza Zulu from a different world. That's who that is to me.
Oh shit. That's fucking hilarious.
That's how old I am, folks.
Yeah,
very. Columbus Short. My biggest problem with Columbus Short in this movie is that he's trying to be the mattress guy from The Man in 3B. And you can't cut that. Nah, you ain't built for that, bro.
No, you're not built for that. Yeah, bring that guy back. Like that guy needs to be in the movies.
Like he trying to throw on the mattress guy accent. Like, nah, get out of here, Columbus Short. Get out of here. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, that guy is he's not in enough things.
Yeah, I need more of that guy in these movies. I don't need Christian Keys in any of these movies anymore. I need the mattress, the
Anthony Montgomery. That guy needs to be in more movies.
Yeah, I need him. as that character in more movies.
All right. I'm gonna find some movies he's in. Oh, he's on Family Business.
And look, I know we cross promote. I know we cross promote. Okay,
right. I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. All right.
I let out an audible fuck you. Cause like, come on. When we cross promote, like you know that it's us cross promoting our own stuff. We don't try to just like weave it into the conversation. You know what I mean? Like on this podcast I heard that's talking about video games called Dense Pixels. I can't wait to listen to that after this. It was like that. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, that shit was funny. I was like, oh, okay.
Good show.
All right.
Okay.
Got to get home in time to watch Family Business. That's a good show. I was like, all right.
Literally saying,
We got it. We got
fuck you.
We got it. We got
man.
it.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I got to tell you though, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of makes me want to watch the show. Look, I find these
Check out episode 2.
Yo, I find these movies incredibly entertaining. Yo. Like I do.
I think you would find movies entertaining. I don't think you would find an entire series entertaining. If Family Business was a movie,
dude,
I
I
would
wanted
be
it to
all,
be, dude. I wanted it to be.
I'd
so
be
bad.
all about it. Fucking Ernie Hudson I'll watch something that Ernie Hudson's in. Ernie Hudson's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And with this schlocky ass crew, like, yeah, I imagine that Family Business is probably pretty fun to watch, right? As just a black ass soap opera. But I can't watch it as a series. I need it to be a movie.
I was disappointed when I heard it was a series. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this Terrence, what are your thoughts on this movie?
It's one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while. Man. Like comedy wise, this movie was fucking hilarious. It was very funny. Acting terrible. Like you said, the sound editing it was a bit off, if you will. Roger Guinevere Smith, he is a very weird actor. I don't know.
What was he doing?
I can't hear you.
I watched the whole movie. We're at the Hudsons. We get shit done. All right, nigga, can you please?
All right.
With him like down here, and then the music just blaring as loud as possible. I'm like, I can't hear this nigga. I had to put on the fucking closed captions. It was really pissing me off. I had fun, man. It's not a good movie, but I enjoyed it. It's not good, but god damn it, I went for the ride, and that ride, like the end of that ride, was a fucking car crash because it just came out from fucking nowhere. I was like Micah said, like you would not. I don't know, because I'm watching it right, and I'm like, yo, there's only like 15 minutes left. The fuck is going on? Like nothing's happening. I mean, there's a lot happening, but nothing's happening. It's very strange the way this movie was fucking paced. I recommend it. I do recommend you watch shit. I'm serious. Like it's ridiculous, but it's entertaining as fuck. I don't know how the hell. I don't know what that nigga be thinking when he be writing these movies. I don't know.
I can't look.
I don't know.
People say his books are
so bizarre.
People will say his books are equally as entertaining, and you know what? I believe them. Like, yeah, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. They are
like his movies. They're not blacks. Like the thing about Tyler Perry, I'm not from the South, so I do not relate to the characters in his movies. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not religious, and I'm not from the South, so I don't relate to his characters. I don't relate to these characters either. But they're not like black stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
yeah, they feel different. Like they feel like they just feel different. And
they show
I appreciate
black people doing well. Like even in like corrupt moments, like they're still lawyers and shit like that. Like they're actively still doing well.
This is this has some reviews from IMDb. One of the worst sources to grab reviews from, but
100%.
I think But I think there is a consensus of the 5 user reviews. 8 out of 10, great black movie is the title of this review. The movie grabbed me from the beginning. I only wish the music didn't play so loud at times when the actors were speaking. The actors list is amazing, and they did a great job of casting and mixing veterans with newcomers. 8 out of 10. Title of the review, Turn Down the Scene Music. Great film, plot, and actors. However, the background music was more so at the forefront of each scene. It was entirely too loud and took away from the dialogue and dynamics among the actors. 10 out of 10. Title, great movie. I think this movie was great and was full of surprises. 9 out of 10. Excellent flick. I knew it wasn't going to disappoint when I saw the cast lineup. This was a great thriller with a dramatic twist at the end. Has the makings of a TV show spinoff with Hudsons, with the Hudsons as a elite and elite dummy, as an elite black-owned law firm who takes on all types of exciting cases, with the occasional run-in with Columbus, and definitely keeping the detective on as its number one investigator. Loved it. Okay, now 5 out of 10.
Oh no.
Carl Weber's influence is a 21st century Perry Mason. It was an excellent clapping emojis screenplay. Lead character Brad Hudson is one of the best character actors in black cinema. Never disappoints. Carl Weber ought to develop this into a series. It would be The Black Perry Mason. It has a lot of potential. Clapping emoji, bravo. 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Yo,
I think they meant like 5 stars, but they fucked the rating system all the way up.
Yeah, that fucking rating belied the fucking review big time. God damn.
Yeah,
All
if you wrote that review and you hear this, yo, go back and fix the numbers, yo. Like you fucked up. It sounds like you wanted a 10 out of 10 or a 5 out of 5. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
man.
All right. Terrence, did you want us to read one more thing before we move on? William.
No, I just wanted you guys to read the William. I was watching the movie and then I thought I recognized the fucking character, and then I went to the X-ray on Amazon to read his bio. Let me pull this bio up real quick. What is his name again?
William L. Johnson.
His name is William L. Johnson. This is William L. Johnson. It says that he, in fact, wrote his own bio.
That makes sense.
What the hell is this? Knock it off. Right, here we go. So here's his bio. William L. Johnson is one of the most talented actors in Hollywood. Originally from the Midwest, and he is making his presence, as in presence under the Christmas tree,
as in gifts.
Right. A tall, handsome, and versatile American actor, he is best remembered playing the role of E-Bone in Blue Hill Avenue, The Mansfield 12, Doing Hard Time, and Nothing Like Thanksgiving. Period. Was he E-Bone in all of those movies? Because I don't. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. William is also an excellent singer and would love a chance to play Marvin Gaye in a biopic. He is the father of 2 sons, William and Daniel Johnson. It's like,
that's random as fuck.
And it says the IMDb mini biography by William L. Johnson. So he wrote it himself,
fair enough.
apparently.
Fair enough. You know what?
Hey, look,
I'm not.
pick up
Besides,
yourself,
like, you got to change the spelling, just because that's funny, and also like the E-Bone sentence, because that's grammatically terrible. But yeah, like, you know what? I appreciate that guy's that guy's confidence.
I got a lot of confidence. And he wasn't terrible in the movie. I was just like,
it's earnest. Look,
he actually wasn't terrible in the movie at all. He was fine.
Yeah, look, I don't hate anything about this movie except for kind of Columbus Short. I don't like Columbus Short.
I'm not a fan of him either. No.
But look, I feel like everybody knows the type of movie they're in, right?
Yep.
And they're trying their best. And I'm sure that, look, I don't hate these movies. I don't. They don't have an annoying character that, you know, it's like, hello there, or whatever the fuck Medea says. And I don't hate these movies. I don't hate these movies, but you know, these could be the once a year movies. Like if he pumps out more of these movies, I would much rather do these once a year than any like Tyler Perry movies.
100%. They're much more entertaining. They just simply are. You know, like I don't feel like anybody, like we said before, I don't feel like anybody's being stereotyped. I don't feel like anybody is being like any black characters are being sort of lampooned in any way. Like the funny things about it are generally like, okay, maybe this was like
the production. The
production is not the best, right?
Yeah.
And like we're laughing at that, but at the same time, you know, like we all enjoyed this movie. Like we know what this movie is. And we just said we're disappointed that Family Business isn't a movie because it would have been fun to do. But like we've done movies that are legitimately low effort bad movies. Like everybody knows what's going on in this movie, like you said. But like I think people are trying to be fairly earnest in their performances and stuff like that. And even though they fall short, at least people are like trying. Like they give a fuck. Like this I would not categorize in that sort of lower tier, which is like 2B tier, where it's like, did y'all even give a fuck when you wrote the script? Like, it just feels like you're just trying to crank shit out. Like the rapper who got shot in the heel or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're just doing shit to, like, touch on the zeitgeist of, like, what's happening. Like, you just did that shit in, like, a weekend you wrote it.
Yeah.
This actually feels like a real movie. It's just, like, the production value is maybe not the best and stuff like that.
It's like you got to work with what you got, you know? And they do. And they got some fucking actors in here.
Yeah.
Like no bad wigs.
Making choices. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
There's no bad wigs.
The women are wearing wigs. Yes, the women are wearing.
No,
wigs.
but I don't think they're
They're not
bad.
horrible.
I don't think
They're not
like
horrible
I don't think they're horrific. You know what I mean?
They're not. They're like lace fronts. You can tell. Like they look.
Yeah, the daughter when when her mom was like, "Go find your panties," I was like, "And straighten your wig." Like it's off kilter.
Kalita Smith's wig was really pissing me off. I was like, "Yo, come on." Yeah.
Like Columbus Short's got fucking marker in his beard. He looks ridiculous.
Yeah, like nobody looks like and look, even if it does look kind of sloppy, I give it a pass because like, yo, they made this for like a pack of Newports. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it still came out pretty good.
There are certain movies that I will give a pass. Like even the Tubi movies, right? They're working within their budget. Their budgets are like $12 and fucking, like you said, a pack of Newports. But so I give those movies a pass. It's just like they're doing something. They're putting out products. They're putting out material, and
you can say art.
They're not. It's not good. When I say art, like I mean, you can say art. Anybody can say the word art, nigga. What the fuck?
That's hilarious.
I mean, yeah. I guess it's their art. Like they're just pumping them shits out like every other week, with probably like on iPhones and shit, you know. But they're doing something, and like they're distributing that shit through Tubi. They're making money, so I give them credit. And like this is how I see this movie. Like it's Carl Weber. His scripts are wacky, but like, and he gets like pretty decent actors in his shit, and like you get a budget of like $100,000. I don't know how much this movie costs, but you know,
it's probably
made
like
it. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. I don't know how much everybody got paid. So I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient this year. That's my 2024 New Year's resolution, to be a little bit more lenient with some art. I'm not like some people can go fuck themselves because like you get all the money in the world and still put out garbage. That's on you. But yeah, this I give this a pass because it's very fun to watch. It's quick 132. It was over before I knew it. it went by really fucking fast because when the end came, I was like, "Oh damn, that's it. All right, well, okay."
Yeah, they kind of did all that and was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, we got to yada yada the last 15 minutes of this motherfucker because we're not getting anywhere. It's like we're going nowhere fast. Let's hurry this up.
Now, like, in fairness, there are other movies of his. I just have never been able to find them. The Choir Director, No More Mr. Nice Guy. Like, those are 2 movies he did. And for some reason, yeah, we can't find them anywhere. Trust me.
This is all you need to know. I'm willing to rent one of his movies.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'm willing to rent like to come out of my own pockets and rent one of his movies. That's how much I I am not offended by these like Negro novellas. The movie starts off with Anthony Hamilton dead in a bed. This whole setup of Anthony Hamilton in this bed playing a dead body. Look, I don't know if it's just Anthony Hamilton's like face, but like there's one shot where this dude looks like he's really loving that chicken from Popeyes. You know what I mean? Like his eyes look like they about like his eye just looks like yeah, yo. Like what the fuck?
I was about to pop out his head. I was like,
yeah, yo.
I didn't
damn.
know it was Anthony Hamilton when I first, because I wasn't really paying attention too much to the film.
Oh, I was going to say
to the cast.
Because he didn't have the like,
and then his beard was shaved. Yeah, his beard was like lined up a little bit. Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that? I was like, who the fuck is that? This looks really funny. He's dead, but it looks hilarious. I'm sorry.
And these were the most shallow stab wounds ever.
Nigga, they went to Party City, got some fake blood, and just threw that shit on the
threw it on the bed,
threw it on the mattress and on his back. And later on, I'm like, yo, who did this? Who did the makeup? Because this looks ridiculous.
Yeah, not great. Yeah. So then
why is this movie?
Go ahead.
Why is this movie called Influencer? Like, is she a? I mean, I know she's a singer, but influence. Why is it called Influence?
I don't know why. I don't know.
I don't know. It should be called Nanny Cam.
No idea.
Or like, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. That title makes no sense at all. Like, it's not relevant to anything. Yeah. So then you meet Roger Smith's character and Bradley Hudson and his daughter. What is her name? His wife is Carla Hudson. What's the daughter's name? I don't remember.
I'm looking it up.
Damn it, I don't know. But the two of them are going to they're going to another law firm, and when they show up, basically Desiree, right? So they're Bradley and Desiree. They go into this law firm. It's a white run law firm. Everyone at that law firm, at least that we see in this boardroom that are talking, are all white except for one young black lawyer. The white law firm makes them wait. Like, they're like, oh, we're gonna make them wait. It's gonna be a fucking tactic, and then they'll break or whatever. Meanwhile, Bradley and Desiree are having the same conversation. Like, they're making us wait. Like, he's trying to school his daughter. He's like, they're making us wait so that it's basically a bullshit tactic, right? Like, don't be impressed by the building and all that other shit. It's all nonsense. And so then they go in to meet, and the white lawyer is like, oh shit, I didn't know it was you, Bradley Hudson. Like, he's suddenly afraid because, Bradley Hudson is like the most badass lawyer ever. And he's like, listen, he had just told his young lawyer, like, hey, whenever their lawyer comes in, we're just going to offer him $500,000 and we're going to be done with it. But then when he sees it's Bradley, he totally freaks out, and he's like, like he agrees to $5 million payout, and everybody is super impressed.
I love in movies when there are lawyers or people like that doing some sort of negotiation, the opposing party just folds like a stack of cards no matter what at the first offer, Right. We're gonna offer you $500,000. No, we're gonna take $5 million. Okay. Like what? What? And it happens a couple times. It happens a couple times in this movie, It's wild, man.
So like this scene, it's I appreciate what they're trying to do, which is like establish Bradley Hudson as like this badass that everyone is afraid of. Like that's how good he is. He's the soft-spoken guy, but he's no joke, right? Like that's his whole thing. And after he leaves the meeting, after getting them to agree to $4.5 million more dollars than they thought they were going to 12 seconds ago, the black lawyer, in what I have to imagine was the most obvious walkout of a meeting I've ever seen. Hold on, guys. I have to leave now. I'll be right back. That black lawyer was really impressive. Me, the only black man, it has nothing to do with that. I'm going to the bathroom. He walks out and he's like, "Excuse me, sir. That was some fine lawyering you did in there." I was like, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do shit.
He didn't do anything. Like he was just like, "I want $5 million. Like otherwise, we're gonna have a class action lawsuit that might be possible." And they were like, "Okay, $5 million. That's not lawyering." Like he didn't do anything. Like, damn it, he didn't do anything. So
I love the indignation. I love the indignation of the white father to the. I'm presuming the white son. The young white lawyer is like, "What the hell? You said don't offer him anything over $500,000." And he was like, and the father was like, or the older lawyer was like, "That's before I knew Bradley Hudson was representing them." You idiot! Like what the fuck?
Like your son didn't fucking know that. Your son didn't know he was going to be a bitch.
Like, I didn't do anything. I didn't book them. I didn't write down the appointment. I'm just
like, look, I didn't fucking hire them to fucking go against us. Why are you calling me dumb? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh man.
So the young black attorney is like, "Hey, are you hiring?" What? Like, okay. He's like, "Oh, but you have a job." He's like, "I'm Harvard educated." All right. And he's like, and Roger Smith is like, "I'm Howard educated." It's like, yeah, we got it. They both start with an H. That was very clever. We get it.
Well, no, it's like, well, I'm white guy educated, and it's like, no, nigga, I went to the black law school. We practice black law around here.
Which is weird because that's exactly how your wife talks when she talks about being a lawyer.
Oh yeah. She put that hustle sweatshirt on, and she's just like, "Now listen here. We're going to do this, and I'm not going to click no for an answer." And I say, okay, because that's what happens when black lawyers black lawyer. Like, you fold.
Yeah, that's a fine lawyering. You didn't do anything. Like, you didn't do anything. He's that good. So the guy gives him his card, and he's like, "All right, I'll call you. Like maybe I'll bring you on."
No, he was like. He gave him the card, and he's looking up at him all weird and shit. And he's like, "Okay, give me a call from a landline. Yeah. But just know that first of all, from a landline? What the fuck? What, is somebody going to intercept our call, nigga?"
I guess.
And then he's like,
"That's what white lawyers do.
Be prepared to work, because around these parts, we work. We actually work." And it turns around, about faces, and then does his little George Jefferson gait out the fucking office and shit. Like, yo,
very weird.
Roger Smith is having a ball playing this ridiculous.
He is definitely having fun. He's definitely having fun. Like this isn't his best role, but he is having a good time. Like he definitely is. So we cut to not Will Smith and this woman he's sleeping with. And at the time, we have no idea who these two people are. Like, I was just like, okay, she's very attractive.
Just cut to a sex scene. All right.
Yeah, I was like, who are they? Like, why do I care about either one of these characters? It turns out we care because Teresa, the woman in the scene, she is the state's attorney on a case that will become very relevant very soon. And the guy is Hudson's lawyer, or Hudson's son, who's also, a lawyer. So they're sleeping together. They don't know the conflict of interest they're both getting ready to walk into. By the way, this woman is super fine. Like, I just want to point that out. Good.
This was some odd dialogue here. Some weird pillow talk. She was after.
Yeah, I was like.
After he gives his little pumps, and then he's like like and she was like that was good, and his old little dick ass is like, what you mean good? What you mean good? Yeah, nigga, I enjoyed myself. But it was only good. Like, calm the fuck down, calm down.
She's like, and then she does. I had an orgasm. Relax. And she's like, well, actually, I had 3. And look, in fairness, she goes, I had 3. And then she's like, I mean, like, we have time to do it again. I'm like, yo, but that's not how my refractory period is set up. You got to relax. Like, relax. I'd love to.
Also,
not really capable.
Like, if you're going to lie,
30, 40 minutes.
If you're going to lie, ladies, give the big lie first. Don't be like, I had an orgasm. Oh, just one. Actually, I had 3 orgasms. Huh? 3. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You would lead
because if
with
you had
3,
you would lead with 3.
Yeah,
you lead with strength. You don't be like, well, I had an orgasm, and then you saw the disappointed look in my face, and then he was like, actually, it was 3. 3. And he was like, he took that bait, boy. 3 orgasms. All right.
I bet no man's ever made you have 3. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But the record's 2. Yeah, that's right. And I'm like, all right, relax. She didn't. She might not even have had 1. Calm down. Yeah, I just thought that was just very fucking funny. Yeah, dude was definitely a little insecure for no reason. Like, just relax. So she gets a call and she gets called away for work. You see the Bradley Hudson and his 2 kids. They all go to they're back at their law firm because Bradley's wife, who's also a lawyer, it's a family affair. She called him and she's like, "Look, you need to come home right now." She was like, shit, this is Kalita Smith, who plays Carla Hudson. And she's like, look, you need to come home or come back to the firm right now. Like, shit's popping off. And so they get back, and the TV is conveniently set to the news where they are breaking the news that a famed musician, Kyle Kirby, or actor rather, Kyle Kirby, was killed in his house. And then Columbus Short shows up, who for all intents and purposes, is just a piece of shit. I don't know that he's acting, but he just shows up and he's just a piece of shit. And so he shows up and he's like, hey guys, remember that time I didn't pay you for that shit you did for me? Cool, I'm an asshole. And he's like, look, I brought you the best client you could ever imagine. And he takes them to another room, and there is Savannah, played by Deborah Cox, covered in blood, crying and shit, because Columbus brought her directly there. Because Columbus Short's character, Billy King, is a music producer, and he is her producer. I
Was
don't
that
know.
what he was?
Yes. I don't know. I don't know how the law works exactly, but I have to imagine if you find yourself in a situation where your spouse has been murdered and there's blood everywhere, including on your person, maybe leaving the scene of a crime and then jetting across town, not the best move. Probably should call the police first. Probably should call the police.
I mean, they say that in the movie, to the movie's credit, right? Like, that was one of the 3 reasons given by that cop on the stand. He was like, she was there, he was dead, and the first thing she did was lawyer up. She didn't even call the cops first, so she did that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good reason to presume guilt. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'd assume you're guilty too. So she's in their office. She's got blood everywhere, and Bradley Hudson is like, "Are you okay? You know, like, did anybody hurt you? You hurt it all? Is this your blood?" And she's like, "No, like, no, I'm good."
Actually, she doesn't say anything in this scene, and I'm like,
she just shakes her head.
I thought she was mute. I'm like, oh, so she's such a terrible actress they didn't give her any lines for the movie? That's what I thought. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, she just mute the entire scene. I'm like, all right.
So then we get a scene at the house where Anthony Hamilton was murdered. You got your cop there who looks suspiciously like Deacon if it was the 1970s. Shout out to him, and so he's
his presence.
Yeah, he's showing his presence, like under the tree. And look, that guy was not bad in this movie, not at all. Wow, those stab wounds are real bad. That does not look good.
Yo, that blood on his back looks so fucking funny.
Yeah, looks like he just has like bad acting.
Like Halloween blood.
So they're all looking. Okay, that's really a fucking weird thing to happen in this movie. They're all looking at the. They're all looking around, and so they ask like, "Oh, was he? Did anything stolen? Like they're like, no." He goes, "Why does he have all these angels?" And they're like, "Oh, some people collect angels. They could go up to XYZ in value." And he's
$20,000 per auction. Like, wait, what? Why is this there?
That? Like, why why does she know that? Does she?
Yeah, I don't know.
Micah,
man.
how many angel statues? You got a lot of toys in your background. How many angel statues or anything do you have back there?
I have one archangel toy back there.
That don't count.
And I have one regular angel on pre-order. Oh, and I have the Redeemer here. He's the anti-spawn. There you go. This could go up to $20,000 in value, guys.
I believe it. You don't have any religious collectibles?
No.
Precious moments? Any of that?
No. For what? For what?
For Jesus?
For what?
You hate
No, Jesus don't. Jesus was a carpenter. He can make his own shit. You don't need that shit from me.
There is a weird pull-in, by the way. The camera does a really weird pull-in for no reason. You're like,
now it makes sense now. Okay.
Like, okay. It's interesting. Yeah. Spoiler alert for the end. So yeah, we see this guy Perk who works for the Hudsons. He's their private dick, and he's like, look, man. He's basically like the way they make those two characters. The official cop couldn't be more of like a dorky cop. He's in a brown suit. He doesn't look cool. Meanwhile, Perk is in like a leather jacket, rides a motorcycle. We're like, we got it. The guy working for the team we like is very cool, and the regular cops are fucking dirtbag pieces of shit. Okay, so then from there we see Columbus Short's character Billy King is supposed to be interviewed by the younger son lawyer. Like, they don't fuck with each other. mostly the son doesn't fuck with Columbus Short because he owes them like $100,000 for a case that they did. And he's like, look, fuck you. Give us our money. And he's like, I'm gonna pay y'all. He's like, we put you on a payment plan and you ain't making not a single payment. Like, fuck you.
What's he doing just hanging around?
Yeah, I don't get it. Can't you?
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Shows up out of nowhere. I'm like, why are you
He's here?
He's
bitch,
like
if I owe
he's like the neighbor in a fucking sitcom. Go home, Steve Urkel. Go home, Roger. Get out of here. Like, beat it.
If I owed somebody $100,000 and like 63 cents or whatever, like, no, I wouldn't be hanging around them.
Oh, you'd never see me. Yeah, if I wasn't paying you, gonzo. Like, I'm out of here. Oh, where's Jay? From another country. So, no, absolutely not. So yeah, he's like, listen, like, what do you have to do with this case? He's like, nothing. I just went to pick her up that night, to go out, for this event, but I had nothing to do with this guy's murder or anything. So, like, I'm not involved. And he even asked him, like, are you sleeping with her? And he was like, no, absolutely not. So that was a fucking lie. Spoiler. So then they bring Roger Smith's character brings Savannah to meet with the police. There's all these, microphones, and everybody's asking like, "Oh, did you kill your husband?" Like, real subtle. And they're trying to figure out, what's her deal and trying to get comment from her. Then we see a flashback of earlier that night where Deborah Cox couldn't look less like a woman who has no sexual interest in Anthony Hamilton if she tried, incidentally. She's just like, this chicken sure is good. Not you. So you come to find out she's going to some sort of event with a big time director is there. Columbus Short's character is taking her there. And meanwhile, Anthony Hamilton's mom is also there making dinner because she likes to make all his favorites. Because, a mother loves to make sure her son has all the food he likes and to yell at his wife for not making him fried chicken or whatever. It's very strange. Very strange. Also, Anthony Hamilton and his mom looked like they were going to make out at one point. They were getting a little too close. It was really fucking weird. This is a weird scene. Like, why are you moving so close? Like, that's your mom. She's not deaf. She can hear you. Like, slide back a little bit. And so the mom is like, aren't you worried about your wife going out with Columbus Short? And Anthony Hamilton's like, no. It's Columbus Short. No, I'm not worried about him. Get out of here. And so then you see her at this party where she meets John Lovitz. And he's like, listen, I have to be honest. You would be perfect for my next movie. Okay. Like, why? Is she an actress? No? She'd be perfect? Okay. That seems like a weird line to say. But needless to say, he's like, look, I will let you do this movie, but it comes with a caveat. And it's a make or break sort of situation. You got to get your husband to be the male lead. And she's like, all right, he'll do it. And she calls her husband, and he's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
He just said that shit just smooth as fuck. He was like, no, I ain't doing that shit. Like, god damn. Like, you ain't gonna help your wife. I told him you were going to do it. It's like, we'll talk about when we get home, but I ain't doing that shit. I don't even know what the fuck you told that nigga that shit. I'm like, oh, well, okay.
Micah, Terrence.
Fuck that all the way up.
Are either one of you going to be in a movie if your wife needs you to be in it? And obviously, neither one of you are actors, so it would be an embarrassing role. Just something made you look like a fucking moron. You going to be in it for your wife? Your wife or your significant other?
Is it a car?
I mean, how much?
No, it's a Tyler Perry movie, and you gotta wear a dress. So as a black man, you'll ruin your reputation.
I mean, how much is the pay, yo? How much is the pay?
$100,000.
Like that's pretty much what it comes down to.
You gotta be one of the characters in Big Mama's House 3. You gotta be a Big Mama.
I've never seen that movie. What do you mean, Big Mama? There was one Big Mama, right?
Nah, in the second one, there's 2 Big Mamas. There's a Big Mama and like a little Big Mama.
What?
Brandon T. Jackson was like little mama.
Yeah, he was like a little Big Mama.
Whatever.
So you gotta wear a dress.
They were both wearing dresses.
Yeah, and a fat suit.
All right.
Yeah, you doing it?
How much does it pay?
Look.
$100,000.
How much does it pay? $100,000. I feel like that's less than scale.
Nah.
Nigga, that's not less than scale.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
Nah. I feel like that's
$100,000 to dress like Big Mama, nigga.
That's on the higher end.
Yo, I do it for $50,000. Like $50,000.
What's Martin getting paid?
Millions.
Martin, nigga. You ain't Martin.
Exactly. I'm not asking for Martin money. I'm asking for like
$11,000.
I'm asking for half the Martin. $11,000.
You think you are half as funny as Martin Lawrence? I don't think so.
Yes, I think I'm half as funny as Martin Lawrence is now.
Okay, that's different. That's different.
Now, I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. What the fuck?
Nah, $50,000. I'm doing it.
No, I'm saying about the dress things. You would throwing a dress in a fat suit. I don't know if I could.
I 100% could.
Weird.
Nah,
what
you
am I
niggas,
doing?
your pride is getting in front of your bank account. You guys gotta knock that shit.
You're right. You're right. It is because I'm like I don't.
Nope,
like,
I'd be like,
I don't knock
there
niggas for wearing the dresses.
Dancing around. Nope, don't give a fuck.
But all right, look. Are you gonna do that with 2 drumsticks in your hand?
Nah, yo, that's not. Yeah, knock it off. Knock it off. Nah, yo.
That's it. That's
everybody got a line. Everybody got a line.
Yeah.
So it's the drumsticks. That's good. Like, nah,
I'm not dancing around with drumsticks in my hand, yo. That's crazy. I'm not Jerry Rice. Like, no.
Are you gonna making like collard greens and shit?
Nah, I can't do that.
You're gonna be cooking in the. It's like
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't.
Got you in the kitchen, fucking cooking collard greens.
Nah, okay, yo, I can't.
In a fat suit and a dress. You couldn't $100,000.
Maybe.
My line. I think my line is the dress. To be honest with you, I don't know.
No, I know.
Like,
you know what?
Man.
It's cooking the collard greens, yo. I'm not like I can't do that, yo. Nah, yo. The dress is fine, yo. Nah, the stereotypical yo. That's like some stereotypical mammy shit. Yo. I'm not. Nah, I don't support that. Like, no. Nope. I would just think of it as kabuki theater, but yo, they're like, I need you to be frying up some chicken and making, baked macaroni and cheese. Nah, yo.
It's
acting. No, it's all acting.
Yeah.
It's all acting, my nigga.
I hear you. Couldn't do it.
I'm not an actor, so
yeah. There's plenty of things I could do that I cannot abide. I cannot abide. I'm sorry. I'd wear a dress all day. Who gives a shit? So she gets brought into the police, or she goes to the police to volunteer to do an interview, and she tells her story, and they're like, I'm not buying it. She apparently goes to the party. Her husband is like, nah, I ain't doing the movie. Fuck out of here. She goes home. She's all mad. She comes home drunk and high, and she was getting ready to put it on him. She was gonna shave. She was gonna line his beard up for him, and she was gonna put the moves on him. And how did he just walk around like that for years, yo? Like I feel like once he got his shit lined up, he lost his power. Like he could sing real good when his beard looked fucked up. That's sad.
Well, no, he did that for this movie. I think his beard still looks the same. Like if you've seen him,
yo,
his beard is back to.
It's not.
Back to
no, it's not back to. Are you serious?
I think so.
He still got the puberty beard. Nah, yo, you can't have a puberty beard, yo. Like, knock it off. That's crazy.
I think that's its signature. Yeah,
I thought he cleaned that shit up years ago. Like I thought he matured.
I don't know.
He got a friend who was like, "It's enough of this." So she's like, "Look, I was getting ready to go in there, drunk and high, and give my husband the best pillow princess behavior I could think of." And she's like, I went and took a bath, and I fell asleep. And the white cop is like, "What? You were supposed to give this man a piece of ass, and you fell asleep? I don't believe you." Like, I think he was just offended as a man. Like, he was just like, "Nah, fuck that." And so she's like, "Yeah."
I think that cop ain't never been married. That's what I think. I think that cop ain't never been married. Fuck out of here, yo.
I'm gonna go take a shower, and then you come back and it's like, "Then you asleep? Like, what happened?"
Right.
I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's called being an adult. And so, like, the cop is like, "No, I'm not buying this." Then this woman comes in, who is the assistant district attorney, Teresa Graham, I believe her name is, who was the one fucking Bradley Hudson's son earlier with the
the adult version of the kid playing Will Smith in Bel Air. That's what he looks like to me.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, he kind of does.
He does.
Mm-hmm. He kind of does. So she comes in and she's like, "Listen, like, did you kill your husband?" Like, straight up. And Bradley Hudson is like, "You don't have to answer that. Like, we're done." He says, "You don't have to answer that. You've answered all of their questions." I was like, "Well, they just asked you one kind of major question."
I said the exact same thing. Like, she really didn't. She asked you one more question. She didn't answer it. So,
you can't just bail on the one you want to bail on. Like, that's not how this works. And then here comes the most disgusting scene of all time. Bradley gets home, and look, listen to me. I don't care. I cannot stress this enough. There are movies where people are smooth and they're sexual characters and stuff like that, and that's fine by me. There are a lot of kinks out there that I do not participate in. I don't even judge it. And I'm not even going to judge this. What I will say is I don't want to hear Roger Smith try to talk sexy. It's revolting to me. And it makes me feel very weird, and I don't like it. His wife is at the house, and she's like, "Oh, my feet are killing me. I couldn't wait to get home and slip into something more comfortable. Yeah, like I'm super tired." And he was like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about slipping into something more comfortable as well." It's like, all right.
I was like, "Yo, cut it out."
Again. Yeah. Old people fucking, right? Like, it's weird. Yeah, old people fucking is weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't care for it. And so she's like, she's talking about how her feet hurt or whatever, and he's like, he puts her feet up on the desk.
He was like, I've been thinking about practicing something else other than law. I've been thinking about practicing medicine. Have you heard of the term tolatio? I'm like, oh my God.
I've never been more disgusted in my life. I've never
heard that. Never heard that a day in my motherfucking life.
Look. Portmanteaus, as we've talked about, are generally not good. However, this one is so bad because it takes something that I don't like, and it combines it with a thing that I do like receiving. And I don't appreciate you ruining this good thing by putting feet on it. Like, I don't like that. Stop it. Stop it. Yuck.
Like I said, tolatio.
Oh my God. You're that stone.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't And again, I don't hate feet because I feel like if a woman has nice feet, take care of the rest of her body. But like,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I do not like. I don't like. I like tomosexual better than tolatio because tolatio just sounds gross. Just shout out to Rod.
No,
Yeah, that's disgusting.
eating somebody's feet is gross. Like, it's just gross. It's gross. That's gross. Oh God, dude, why? And it immediately like hard cuts to like them like in bed, and I'm just like, oh, they did it.
The aftermath of it. The aftermath of his tolatio.
Please, I swear to God, please stop.
Tolatio. It's so fucking gross. Again, I just don't like the word.
It's right up there with moist. It's right up there with moist, yo. It's just a bad word, yo. It's not a good word.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, man.
That was fucking wild. Like,
you know what?
That's new.
I got to tell you, if I ever meet Roger Smith, the first question I'm going to have is, did you make up that line? Did you ad-lib that, or was that in the script?
No, that's in the script. That feels like a New York Times best-selling author wrote that.
No,
that's what that feels like.
No, I believe in Carl Weber, yo. No, he didn't write that line, yo. He can't. Please don't, because I can never read your books. Like if that's in a book, I'd close it and I would return it to Amazon, yo. I don't care if it's on a Kindle. No, absolutely not. It's unacceptable to me. Ugh, yuck. So while laying in bed, Bradley, fresh off his foot fetish, he gets a call from Deborah Cox, and she's like, "The police are here. Nobody was supposed to be here."
I was waiting for it.
I mean, come on, that's obvious. And so he's like, "You're getting ready to be arrested. Don't resist. Don't speak to anyone but me and my associates." And so she gets arrested. And rightfully so, because everything is pointing at her as the guilty party here. So she gets brought in. She's about to be arraigned the next day, and Columbus Short is there, and the young lawyer, the son, is there with his I guess stepmom, right? Like the way she was talking, she doesn't seem like their mom. I don't know. Like it just there was a line or something like that where it felt like it wasn't their biological mom, but maybe not. I don't know. She's fine anyway. Who gives a shit? But Columbus Short is like, "You're not going in there representing, my client. I paid for Bradley Hudson." And then the mom steps in and she's like, "Shut the fuck up. You owe us $113,000. You don't get to say shit." She's like, "We going in there to represent your client because you hired Hudson and Hudson, bitch." And then he was like, "You ain't had to be so mean about it when you said it," which was just hilarious.
I was just asking. Like, nah, you can't nobody sounds cool after they received a dressing down, I don't give a fuck how gravelly you try to make your voice. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, step aside.
I'm sorry.
Right. I'm sorry.
Just move the fuck on. His character's just trash. Like, for real. I don't like him in this movie.
Yeah, fair enough. Then next we see Bradley Hudson talking to who are Savannah's former producers, and they give the lowdown. These white guys, they give the lowdown that she has a gambling addiction, or excuse me, a shopping addiction. They call it CBD, chronic buyer's disease.
I was like, what's CBD? Like, I know I don't do drugs, but I know what CBD is.
Right? The fake weed that don't work.
It's like, that was very odd.
Yeah, like
I was looking at this white guy, the old white guy in this movie, and I'm like, I recognize him too. Do you guys know what he's from?
He's been in a bunch of things. but
He's been in a
don't
bunch of
recognize-
stuff, but the thing I remember him from as a child was the show Hunter. 'Cause my
Oh
mother
shit!
used to
Yes.
watch that-
Yep.
My mother used to watch that show when I was a kid. Yeah, he's from
That's
that show,
a- that's
Hunter.
a
I thought it was
fucking-
the Equalizer. And I'm like, no, it's not the Equalizer. It's the other white dude that was a cop with I think he was a cop and his partner was a woman, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that one.
Fred Dreyer.
That's how old. Yeah, that's how old I am. Hunter.
Yo, that's a wild pull. Like that's a super old pull. I remember this show. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he's like, look, she's addicted to buying purses and shit. And I like Roger Smith's response. She has CBD. What the fuck is CBD? Like,
I just said the same thing. He was really pissed.
it was like the fake weed. Like, what the hell are you talking about? So they're like, yeah, she got that shit. He's like,
Apparently, it's a real thing.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
real
it is.
thing. It comes in 4 stages. The 4 stages of compulsive buying are anticipation, preparation, shopping, and spending. So there you go.
That sounds like regular.
Like a bunch of bullshit to me, but okay.
Yep, that's what it is. That's just called lack of
everything
self-control.
Yeah, everything is a fucking illness now. But
It is. God, you guys are so old. Everything is an illness.
CBD.
Yeah, I got CBD too. Anytime there's a new piece of technology, I get CBD too. Or I have money. So then they put her on. She's got a bond of $2 million, but her old white producers come in and save her and pass her or pay her bond. And she's in a press conference. She's like, "Yeah, I'm looking really forward to working with you guys again." I'm like, that is a weird thing to say. You're in the middle of a fucking murder trial, lady. Like, you might not be doing any hits in the future. What the fuck are you talking about? This is very strange. So then we get a scene of the Bradley's son and the assistant district attorney, I guess post-coitus, and they're both talking about how each of them needs to drop out of the case because of, obviously they need to recuse themselves because of this conflict of interest. But both of them decide that they're just not going to do that and that they're just going to have a bet instead. Very, very, very reasonable for two legal minds.
It wasn't supposed to coitus. She was supposed to come over. It was Saturday night. She was supposed to come over, and she didn't. And then she pulls up at like 11 o'clock at night. He's like, "Bitch, all right," because he was supposed to cook for her. And she shows up at like 11:30, and he's like, "Bitch, I was gonna cook for you at like 9. Get out. What are you doing? It's too late." No, it's not. It isn't.
It's not. You look wide awake.
It's too late.
You look wide awake.
It's too late. It's too late to cook in the kitchen, not the bedroom.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Right.
so then they made this fucking bet.
Yeah. So if her side wins the case, if she wins the case, he's got to cook for her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like for a month. Okay. And what did she say? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I forget what else she says. Like, you gotta, I don't remember what the other part was, but it didn't sound like he was losing. Like it was, it's like, do I get to still sleep with you? Okay. Then I think all right. Like, I can heat up a Pop-Tart. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, take your pants off. Who gives a shit? And him smartly, he's a man of quality and taste. He was like, if I win, you got to come and clean my house in one of them little maid outfits every weekend.
French maid outfit.
Yeah. Look, I'm not really into that, but spoiler for the end, I'm really into that. So, like,
yeah, I feel like every man that's watched this movie before is just collectively pulling for the Hudson family at this point.
Yeah, it's like, I really hope he wins. I really hope they show it.
Like, I don't need the maid outfit. I
don't
show
need
up
it.
in a trench coat.
Yeah, give me a
nothing.
scene from Boomerang. Hey, you're late. But I'm here. All right, well, we're good. I forgive you. I'm a simple man. Simple mind, simple pleasures. So they both agree to this bet, and then they go to the bedroom and fuck. So things are good. Then we see Perk, which again, what a weird name for a former drug addict. I'd be like, can my character have a different name? Like,
right? Like, don't name me. It's almost like he did that shit on purpose.
Right?
Like, really, nigga, Perk. Okay.
Like, can you name me sober, recovering, healthy, happy? How about those as names? Or Steve? Is Steve an option? So he meets. Wow, that's a ridiculous picture of Anthony Hamilton. Okay. He runs into some like old like bookie loan shark type guy that he knew back when he was making bad bets and not getting his life together. Again, I'm not sure if this part is about acting or if that just really happened to that guy. And that guy just becomes irrelevant for the next 20 minutes of the movie. Then we go to Kirby's funeral, Anthony Hamilton's funeral. They took the silliest picture of Anthony Hamilton they could think to put up. Deborah Cox is there, and she's sad. She's in all black, and things are going fine. And while Deborah Cox is up at the casket, Anthony Hamilton's mother was like, "Get away from him, you bitch! You killed my son. You did it. Spoiler alert for the end." And she just smacked her. I'm not just gonna get smacked by an old lady, yo. We just gotta box it up right there. Like right there at the funeral. Like you just gonna get embarrassed. Apparently cameras were rolling and for some reason people were filming it, and then it got released out to the public of Anthony Hamilton's mother smacking her and calling her a murderer. So that was
I feel like this is an odd transition, like an odd wipe from the funeral scene to in the lawyer's office. There's nothing wrong with it. It just felt like, you get away from my boy. Oh boy, I don't know about that. How that like Jesus Christ, like
hard smash
wild wacky, just fade into them.
It's a hard smash cut. Like that really got out of hand.
God damn,
it's crazy. Okay, so all right, Mikey, you want to take it from here? They're at the law office.
Yeah, they're at the law office, and the Hudson family is all there, plus Perk, and he's like, we've got to write our own narrative, and Perk is like, I think Perk said something like, oh, there were two fingerprints on the murder weapon, and he was like, well, whose was the other ones? And it's like, it came back, and the mama was the other set of fingerprints on the murder weapon. And then Bradley is like, oh, well, there we go. We have to pin it on the mom. We have to say that the mom did it. And then the daughter, the person with scruples the size of her breast, she's like, yeah, yo, we can't do that. What the fuck? Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we can't just accuse the mother. And he was like, sweetheart, this is our job. We have to do this. Like, I'm out of here.
Nicholas Cage.
I mean,
then he comes in, the daughter left, and he comes in, and I don't know what time it is. It feels like it's nighttime, but like they're not dressed like it's nighttime. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like they're always in suits, so there is no sense of time.
Yeah, it really don't matter. Like, what's his name is always in a leather jacket. Roger, like, he's always in a suit, and his daughter's always in a dress and like them little weird slippers that women wear. There was a scene where they panned down to her feet and she had those little weird ass slippers that women wore in like the early 2000s. I was like, that's a terrible footwear choice, but all right. In that dress, I don't like that. You need to change that.
So the daughter goes in and she's just black lawyers, like she's just black lawyering it up, and she's got another like kick ass. I'm a black lawyer, so I'm gonna lawyer the shit out of this dude over the phone, right? She's like, "Hey, this is Desiree Hudson from Hudson, calling on behalf of Bradley Hudson. Did you want us to serve you notice, or what's the deal here?" And the person on the other end of the line is like, "Look, there's no reason for us to go back and forth. My client can offer you $75,000. Take it or leave it. Absolutely no other offer on the table." And she's like, "Well, if we make it twice as much, then I'll leave you alone." And he's like, "You sure do drive a hard bargain. Done." What the fuck?
Top tier lawyering. She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything.
And then here comes Dad. There's just the apple of my eye. That's some mighty fine black lawyering you just did there. Like, thanks, Daddy. Like, well, I guess we won't need your services anymore since you got scruples. What the fuck? Like, yo,
I thought that shit was hilarious. When he was playing her, he was like, "Yeah,
He was totally
too nice. Get the fuck out." Like, oh wow, okay.
She's like, "No, Daddy, I don't. I can get rid of my scruples. I promise I can.
For you, I promise I can be a scumbag." Like, all right.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. It's in my DNA. I can do it. And
like she starts crying, and I'm like, "Am I supposed to feel bad?"
Yeah,
am I supposed to feel any kind of emotion in this scene? Because I don't.
Other than like laughter and amusement.
Yeah, again, this movie's hilarious.
I'm at a commercial break, so I don't know what happens next.
They go see Deborah Cox and the father and son, and they're like, what's the deal? Like, she's all happy and giddy and shit. She's like, I just bought $500,000 worth of bullshit, and they're like, the fuck did you get the money? Like, you're supposed to be paying us. Where's our retainer? And she's like, I got CD.
That's right. This nigga was like, I started a GoFundMe page for this 5-time Grammy Award winning singer. I started a GoFundMe for what the fuck?
She needs help. She needs help. How do you not see this? She needs help. She needs all of our help.
The Savannah Defense Fund. How did that get past? Jalen Rose? How did this get past us?
Jalen
Rose. He was like, I don't know, pops. I don't know how it got past us. But
he says, it turns out
the name wrong.
Yeah, he left one N off the name, so we just never thought to check it. Surprise, surprise.
It was like, well, what you just committed was fraud. Like, Roger Smith is, I understand him trying to be a badass and all that, but like, I think this guy forgot how to act for 2 hours, Like, it just is funny to me. He's like, hey, dum-dum, you just, you spending all this money is perfect, like, motivation for you stealing or you killing your husband. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I can't wait. And now there's a text message. You need to tell me what's on that text message before it comes out in Discovery so I can game plan, because I'm a lawyer and that's what we do.
And then she's like, it says I was going to kill you. Like, that's probably not what he should have said. Like, thanks for nothing.
Apparently he hung up on her and it made her mad. So she sent a text message that said, I'll deal with you when I get home. Dan. At least I think that's what it said. I don't know. That entire scene had music playing over it. Had a fucking music like a fucking 2000s podcast. Just had a fucking constant music bed all over it.
Doing that on your podcast is super fucking annoying. Stop doing that. People still do it. People still do that today.
Really?
Yeah, there's a
they do.
fitness podcaster who does that. An
Oh.
annoying one. I don't like that nigga.
It's like, Jesus Christ. We cut to Desiree in bed, fully made up because
she woke up like that.
that's what. Yeah, she woke up like that, and I guess her mom or stepmom or whatever. She calls and is like, "Hey, I need you to get over here." And so, put your panties back on and get your ass over here. And she's like, how did you know? It's like, bitch, I'm a woman. I know. You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, your dad was just blowing my feet yesterday. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that scene is really disgusting to me. Like, I really, really wish they had not.
Oh shit!
It's really, really revolting to me.
Oh my god. And then all of a sudden, Perk comes out the bathroom and is like, "Good morning," with a toothbrush in his hand, with no toothpaste on it, just brushing plaque all around his mouth.
Yeah, but you know why? You know why? Because he was like, all he could think is, just had sex. Everything's fine for me. Now get out of my house. Like, yeah, you don't give a fuck. Look,
so apparently these two are fucking, and
I get it.
Yeah, I understand, but like, why y'all arguing about it? Like,
Yeah,
I don't.
Again, the ending don't make sense. What you mad at him for?
Yeah, I don't know. So everybody,
That's a point. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell is. I don't know what the hell is going on. They're back in court now, and the cop is on the stand, and the DA is like, what made you think she did it? And he was like, well, she woke up to a dead body. First thing she did was lawyer up, and then she sent this text message, and that's all I need. I think she did that shit.
Yo, what kind of police work is that? I don't know. I guess she did it. Like, nigga, that's not a. All right, like, go sit down, Go sit down. Hey, you gotta go sit down. That's terrible. That is some terrible ass bullshit. But
I feel like these court sequences were really inaccurate as far as the lawyer.
You think so? Yeah.
Because the lawyer, like the judge, was like way too nice to everybody. I'm like,
nigga, this shrinking violet of a judge, like at one point, I can't remember if it's this scene or another one, but something happened and it got everybody all like rabble, and she was just like, order.
I was like,
man, slam that goddamn gavel, man. Yeah, I put some fucking passion. Yo, you're in a cheesy soap opera movie, yo. You gotta ham it up. Look at Roger Smith. This guy I know is better actor than this, but he looked like Porky Pig. Like he's just fucking. He's chewing it. He's chewing the scenery. You got to chew it up, man.
And the feet too. Like, this nigga's disgusting.
You really?
This nigga's disgusting, yo. Yeah, I'll never see him the same way again. Yeah, like I swear to God, yeah, I never will. Really, really bothers me to me. Really bothers me. No, but you gotta go for broke. Like you really do. Just go for broke.
Yeah, man. This is the most diverse jury I've ever seen in my entire. See, this is how you know black people are in charge of this. Because look at that jury. That jury is the most diverse jury I've ever seen in my entire life. Whereas if a white person did this, it would be literally 12 angry men.
Yeah, just 12 white Very white, angry men.
So the point of this particular court scene is to kind of float the idea that the mother might have done it. And then they get the mother on the stand, and the mother is being like, she's like, oh, I loved my son, and I would come over there every week and cook for him. And his wife's idea of cooking for him is calling Uber Eats. And then that's the thing that got everybody like, oh, shit. And then the judge is like, order in the court. Order in the court, please. Like, yo, come on, man.
Uber Eats? Like, I didn't understand. I don't like that. Like, why are you trying to embarrass me for, yo? Like, stop making your jokes. It's just not funny.
I mean,
husband's dead.
Something a guilty person would do, right? Deflection.
Thank you.
And yeah, she's basically doing a good mother, right? Like they're just plain, that dish is all piled up. She just plain nasty. She a modern woman. She don't know how to cook. She don't know how to clean. All she know how to do is spend money. And then the DA is like, hey, so can you give us a timeline of events? And she's like, yes, because I remember my son, I told my son, I need to get home before 9:00 because I need to go home and watch Family Business. She was like, then the DA is like, here's the surveillance camera. As you can see, it's timestamped at 20:56, which is 8:56 p.m. All right, it was like, we get it. For the people who can't count, and there it is. Thank you, Mrs. Kirby. Yeah. You're done. And then this judge is like, this is too many black people in one place. Something about to happen. I think we need to recess. Dink. And then everybody rolls out. Yeah. And now I'm at another commercial.
As am I. So, Terrence, what is happening in the movie right now? God, fucking,
I'm at a commercial.
All right.
So well, I guess we should take this time to talk about the other wonderful podcasts that are on the TNP Studios network, including the Nerdpocalypse, Look Forward, and Dense Pixels.
Look, you can, if you're home by 9, you can catch them all downloaded.
Have you guys recorded a new episode of Airing of Grievances yet?
We have not.
Well, God damn it.
This is a long ass commercial. I hate. Look,
I'm back. All right. I thought this was part of the commercial. We cut to an auction. What the fuck? And this it's a Hotep auction because there's
what's going on in the background, yo?
there's like a Nefertiti painting, but it's like electric blue. Like what is?
It's like Hotep. It's like Hotep to the future. Like what is this artwork that is being done? It looks like artwork you buy on a fucking cruise. It looks like garbage. No offense to the artist.
It looks like a painting you get from Five Below. Honestly.
Oh. Yeah.
No, and they ain't selling Five Below.
And the next item up for auction is apparently a comic book of a black superhero named Alpha Supreme, which is the most Hotep ass name for a superhero I've ever heard of.
Well, he was a black Israelite, probably.
He probably is. And I mean, he kind of looked like it. He's just a black Israelite in black. And there's a bidding war, and Lamont is bidding against this other guy who really needs this Alpha Supreme, I guess original, like never been printed anywhere else.
That's
and Lamont,
Sean Patrick Thomas.
Yes, Patrick Thomas. It just shows up.
Hey.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
on
shit.
The Boys and all
Weird.
sorts of stuff. Yeah. And by the way,
that is
he's out kicking his coverage, right? Like he is a very good actor, actually, and like you can tell, like him delivering the lines. It's like, wow, okay, this is significantly different than the other people in the scene or the other guy in the scene. So,
yeah, it is actually. And he's like, hey, Lamont introduces himself, and Sean Patrick Thomas is like, hey man, I really want that comic book to complete my collection. And I forget what his
shut up.
I forget what his role is. Like, what is he? Is he like an attorney or some shit?
He is an attorney to the stars.
Okay.
Entertainment attorney.
Or entertainment lawyer. Yeah, you're right.
So basically, he's got information that Lamont needs, and Lamont, is like, hey,
he was Kirby's attorney. That's what he was. He was her husband's attorney.
Right.
So he's like, hey, let's parlay, right? Let's you got some information, and I need that information, and I got a comic book you want, you fucking dork. And and he's like,
my collection. Shut up.
And he's like, well, that is privileged information. It's like, yeah, but I got this comic book though, yo. So like, are you gonna violate your duties as an attorney so you can get this comic book, or you gonna be a bitch, right? And I ain't no bitch. Like, motherfucker, my hair looks better than yours. I got waves and shit, nigga. Like, well, I think the other guy do too, but it's like, all right, let's parlay, right? And then Lamont gets the information and is like, all right, you can have this along with a check for $40,000 because I ain't spending fucking $50,000 on some fucking bird cage lining. Get out of here.
I like that he spent $10,000. No, absolutely.
He ended up spending $10,000, right? And basically the entertainment lawyer was like, look, she was cheating but he couldn't prove it. So so he was like, the only reason they didn't, cheat was because of a prenup.
Or the only reason they didn't get a divorce.
The only reason they didn't get divorced is because of a prenup. And if, he had evidence, then he could get the divorce and not have to give her anything. And if she wasn't cheating, well, then it's all good. So that's why they stay together. But no, she's a cheater. Then we cut to
how terrible of an artist is she? She's a fucking musical artist, a Grammy winning musical artist, right?
5-time.
Not having any money.
Five time.
She's the WCW champion.
I know she suffers from CBD, but does she not get any money of her own?
She blew it. She blew it.
And his? All right, okay. Again, it's a little plot hole that don't make no fucking sense, but all right.
Clearly you don't understand how CBD works. You just keep buying and buying. Sad.
So we cut to Columbus Short and what's her face, and they are confronted by Lamont and Perk, and Lamont takes a swing at Columbus Short, which is probably well deserved. Columbus Short probably did some fucking dumb shit on set. And
he like beat up his girlfriend or his wife. That's why he got fired from Scandal. So this feels fair.
Yeah, it's more than fair. And Perk shows them a video. He's like, "What the fuck, yo? Like, you were cheating on your husband in your bed? Like, what the fuck is happening?" And then he's like, "You gonna have to tell my father what happened before this gets out." And of course the sex tape gets out because it always gets out. Then, I don't know, I guess the cousin of the director gets a scene where he plays an entertainment lawyer who is perpetually angry and surprised because his eyebrows are like
Oh,
Like, what the fuck?
look. This is the reporter or whatever.
Yeah, the entertainment reporter.
Okay. Look. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm really not, yo. But like when you are an actor, like there is a level of bringing yourself to a role. I get that. Denzel Washington is a prime example of this, right? Like Macbeth by way of Brooklyn, right? I understand that. But I feel like this person wasn't even trying to portray a character. They were just like, this is me. I'm playing me. And it was like, okay, like that's fine. Doesn't feel like you're acting. Doesn't feel like you're acting at all. And yes, those eyebrows made him look insane. And
he looked like Uncle Leo when he had his eyebrows.
Don't need to get angry.
Hello. Like, oh my God. Like, what is happening right now? You look insane. You look absolutely fucking insane.
The prosecution puts Columbus Short's character puts Columbus Short on the witness stand, and she was like, "So you were cheating?" And he was like, "Yep." And it was like, he was like, "So what that text message say?" And he was like, "She said, I'm gonna kill that nigga right in his bed. I'm gonna stab him 7 times." I'm paraphrasing. And she's like, "What the fuck? No, I didn't." She was like, "He sure did."
Yo,
and then on the stand,
he threw her ass under the bus. It's like, God.
I mean, and then on the fucking stand, he's like, audibly, he's like, "I ain't going down for you, bitch." Like, what the fuck?
Like, yo, we can hear you. Yo, there's a lot of courtroom drama that like is happening. Like, this is not. Has anyone been to a courtroom before? Have you ever seen them?
They have not.
They were just like, we just gonna say some wild shit. I'm not going down for you, bitch. Like, hey, yo, like, relax. Stricken from the record. I object. Something. Stop talking. Yo. Like, for the love of God. Oh, that shit was funny. That's funny.
Wow.
This reeks of that, like, Carl Weber, like, the ending. You can feel it, like, ramping up to the bullshit. Like, at the end, you're like, all right, here we go. Surprise. That woman's your sister. Like, oh, shit. You can't marry her.
Yeah, bro. Oh shit. So Lamont gets up to cross-examine, and he basically attacks this guy's character, and is like, "You're a liar, basically. So your testimony should not be considered because you're a fucking liar."
Lied to me
Columbus
9
Short,
times.
the person, you're a fucking liar. And he's like, okay, I see what you did. Yeah, no. Columbus Short is a real nigga, man. And I'm not just talking about this movie. From all accounts, this dude is not a good dude.
Not a good dude, no.
Then they go back to home base, right? The Hudson family. They go back to home base, and Dad is like, "Well, I think we might need to put Savannah, or whatever the fuck her name is. What's her name again? What's Deborah Cox's character? Yeah, I think we might have to put Savannah on the stand." It's like, Dad, no.
Like, nigga, what are you doing?
What the fuck? Like, you can't. Like, this is literally, like, I don't know much about lawyering, but what I do know is you don't put the person being accused of a crime on a stand so that they have to face the cross, because like you just throwing them out there, yo.
Yeah,
and they're not gonna. Yeah, no, don't do that shit.
Not unless you are 100% sure that they are innocent, and you like you have something to prove. Like, here's the fucking trump card. No pun intended. Yeah, you don't.
Right. Fuck. But all of a sudden, Perk comes in and is like, "Well, maybe she didn't do it, and maybe we could provide the real killer. And then I found this file called Red Herring that you might want to take a look at. And he's like, all right, we'll take a look at it. This is literally just padding the fucking movie at this point.
Right. It could have been an hour and 10 minutes.
this goes fucking nowhere. But apparently someone that had some sort of dealings with the victim, they arrest this dude, and now they're like, that's
the dude he ran into that was completely irrelevant to the movie until right now.
Yeah, and he's still completely irrelevant to the fucking movie. Yeah. Because this is, like I said, just a big ass red herring. So we're back in the courtroom. Another officer comes up, and again, all right, I'm skipping to the end because I'm really tired, and this movie is going on and on and on. So the nigga from the very beginning of the movie that worked for the white law firm, he was like, "Hey, I've seen that sex tape a lot, and I mean,
yeah, like
what?"
Yeah. Like it was like the back of my penis. Hand on penis.
Like,
sorry,
calm down, bro. And he was like, "There's something very unique about this video and the other video that we had in the evidence, and it all is shot from the same angle, and I think we should take a look at it." So the next day, the Hudsons gather the entire jury, and they go take a house tour, and they're like, "Hey, this is where the murder happened, right? And here's the angle from the sex scene, right? And it turns out that these angels that were there were hiding a nanny cam for some fucking reason. If you're gonna record
the cop picked up that particular nanny cam. Like, he picks it up.
Yeah.
He's a terrible cop. Cop, dude. You had the fucking evidence right there in your hand. Stupid. Anyway, go ahead.
What I don't understand is, like, if you are recording your sexual escapades with your wife, why do you need a nanny cam to do it? Like, why do you need to hide a nanny cam?
No, he was trying to prove she was cheating.
Yeah, he's trying to prove that she was cheating.
Oh, okay. I got you. So they're recorded. The nanny cam was recording while he was sleeping for some reason, and it shows the killer come up and do the most exaggerated pantomiming the fucking stabbing. And the killer turns around, and all of a sudden, dun, 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 it's the victim's mother. Like, what the fuck? and this is what I was just like,
nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why?
I thought she gave a completely reasonable explanation as to why she murdered her own son.
She was like, he was so tight with $1. I just needed him to pay off some gambling debts. He paid off. He gave that bitch $2 billion for her credit cards. And he couldn't give me $100,000. I gave that boy everything, so I had to kill him instead of her. I had to kill my own flesh and blood instead of the bitch that took the $2 trillion from my son. What the fuck? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why would you not kill her?
I've ever heard my entire life.
This is so stupid, yo. This is so stupid.
I just did not understand that. So I killed my own son. because he wouldn't pay off my debts. They were gonna kill me for my gambling debts, and he didn't even care. So I murdered him. All right, that's cool. And
You ever stop to think about why you're still walking around, lady? If they were going to kill you, but you're still alive? And then Perk is like, yeah, well,
I hate to break it to
Todd admitted, I hate to break it to you, but Todd admitted that he secretly paid off your debts. Why wouldn't he tell her? What the fuck? What, this ending is so fucking dumb, yo. This ending is so fucking dumb.
It doesn't make any sense. Hey, Mom, I paid off those debts. It was $100,000. It's not a big deal to me. Again, as you know, my wife, I gave her $2 trillion to pay off her CBD issues. Yeah, none of that made any sense whatsoever. Like,
this was ridiculous. This ending was ridiculous, even for this movie standard, yo. Like, come on, man.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Like, come on. You murdered
Like
your own
this, like why? Like why?
why?
What is it with Carl Weber and his like fascination with trying to like have family members do fucked up shit to each other, man?
Maybe that's where he came from. I don't know. I enjoy the twist. Like the in fairness, the preacher's son twist was out of fucking left field. It was like, wait, what?
Wasn't it the same woman playing the mother?
Oh shit!
In the preacher's son?
I think it was. Not the mom, but she was like the lady in the church or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, look, I don't mind Carl Weber having players. You know what I mean? Like he got his go-tos. I get it. Then we get a montage, and during the montage, this is apparently where Deborah Cox sings, and we get a quick scene of Desiree. We get a quick scene of Lamont getting his house vacuumed, getting his rug vacuumed from the district attorney in that outfit, and then we get a quick scene of this was fucking weird. We get a quick scene of Desiree coming to fuck Perk, and all of a sudden she looks over and there's another woman just kind of waiting there, like, well, all right, bitch, it's about time you got here. Let's get this threesome going, right? And she's like, "Oh, you tried it, bam!" Like, what?
I think that was just a woman on a like he was currently or about to fuck, and then she came over, and so she's like, "Oh, so you got somebody else here?" And so she smacked him, and his response isn't like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He's like, "Ooh, I like that. Come and do that again." I'm like, "Yo, the woman you're trying to fuck is right there. She's in earshot. And that woman, he goes and sits back down. She's like, "That was crazy. You still trying to fuck?" He's like, "Yeah."
I don't give a fuck. She was probably ready for the fucking. Like, why did she show up?
Right.
Unless he called her, something like that. So like, I'm assuming he was probably trying to get
right. I thought he called her. I thought he called her because I thought he called her and he was like, "Uh-oh, let me see if I can make some shit happen real quick." Because she said, "Oh, you tried it, right?" I don't know.
I mean, look,
I was like, I don't understand this, but like, I'm assuming he's the cool private dick, like Shaft.
You know what? I respect.
Yeah, he gets all the chicks.
Yeah,
I mean, he seems to. He seems to. Yeah, and then we get to see, Bradley Hudson, him and his wife. They're sitting at Carla, sitting at the table having dinner. Kissing, gross. And again, I just cannot get that thought.
Swapping Snowball and toe cheese in each other's mouth.
I can't. He gets a call from someone and he's like, I have a special set of skills. I don't know who you are, blah, blah, blah. So he gives his, I guess he gives the Bradley Hudson line, like, "Calm down. You're about to be arrested. Don't talk to anybody except for me and my team." And then it's like, dan, 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 and then it fucking fades to black. Yeah, this should have been a show. They should have spun this off into a show then. Like that like every week somebody calls and he says the line and then an explosion happens in the background. He puts his sunglasses on. Like, come on.
Fuck it, why not? I wonder if it is. This is a TV show on fucking BET Plus.
No, unfortunately not.
It's not.
Unfortunately not.
I'd watch another movie of this. I'd watch another movie of this.
Yeah.
Of this, like the Hudsons.
This team?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm with it. Like that's fine. That's absolutely fine with me. So he's got two more. He's got two more movies. He's got two more movies. I got to track them down. They got to be out here somewhere. I need to find out.
I want to see The Choir Director. From what I can remember of what the premise was, I want to see The Choir Director.
Look, I want to see all of them. Like all of them. Like hook it to my veins. I cannot get enough of this guy's stuff. What does Family Business come on? Is that BET?
I think it's BET. I don't know.
Oh shit, it's on Netflix.
Is it?
Oh no, that's a different Family Business. Those are two white guys. Never mind. Okay.
No, that ain't the real Family Business.
But he
comes on 9:00.
Nah, yo, Carl Weber is he's doing big work. Like, how many books has this dude written? Like 500 books. He's like a reasonable. What's that gross nigga who writes all those books?
Quan Mills.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
Selected works. Yeah, this guy's written a lot. He owns Urban Books, a publishing company, and formerly owned Urban Knowledge, a chain of bookstores. That's cool.
Well, all right.
He's from
Look, I ain't mad at it. They're at least fun. They're at least fun. You know what I mean? And they're not all like misery porn.
Yeah. Again, I think they're enjoyable movies. They're not the best, but they're enjoyable movies. So I will desperately try to find those other two. If I can track them down, we will definitely do them. All right. That is it for us for this week. We will be back with a preview episode for episode 257. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.